friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Shawn Mackin. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. I'm so glad that you're back. Okay, so this week, first I want to give you a little heads up on my life. So I'm going to probably post, well, I think I'll still be able to post the same. But I don't have a babysitter anymore. So this is like something I'm going to be doing during nap time at this point until I can find some new help. But it's pretty challenging finding help nowadays, especially help that's like meeting your needs for your kids. So I have two little ones, and thankfully nap time is fairly long, so I think we'll be okay. But I just wanted to share that I may or may not be on a little bit less for a little while. Anyway, with that being said, I want to talk to you about today's topic, which is aiming for less than what you want. And this is something so common, I think, in our minds. And I say this because this became me too. So I know it's a thought that's happening every stinking where. Okay. And here's the truth. We're at a point where the average person is significantly overweight. We're not talking about just 5 or 10 pounds past the BMI scale. We're talking 20, 30, 40, 100, 200 pounds over what is considered healthy and normal. And what I've seen, and I see this because I follow weight loss, the hashtag like weight loss transformation, people are aiming for less than normal, less than the considered healthy body weight. And I want to encourage you to dream that big dream. Okay? I know you have a big dream for yourself. And I'm going to be honest, I had a big dream for myself as well, 140 pounds. 5'9", 140 pounds. I was like, this is the peak of like within the middle range of the BMI scale. But you know what? I might find that whatever my vision is in my head for my body, it might be less than 140 pounds. I just know I have a very, very specific image in my head of what I'm supposed to look like. And it's not because of a diet, plan, picture, or whatever. It's not from a magazine. It's this vision I have of me. I know what I'm supposed to look like. And I think we all have this vision, and we can dumb it down to say that we are not worth getting there. And this is why, if we're going to make this the last time we're losing weight, we are getting to the dream. The goal is to get to your dream. And I never want to stop you from achieving that dream. And even like we say, oh, well, that's just too skinny. You know, define too skinny. What is too skinny? At this point, I mean, thin people are hard to come by. Like, you don't see very many very often. Why? Because we have a serious health epidemic. But I want to encourage you to aim for your goal, because there's a reason why you don't want to aim for it. And it's a lack of faith in yourself. It is what it is. You don't believe you can get to that goal. You don't believe you can look like that. And I want you to let go of that fear. That is what losing weight for good is about. It's about letting go of fear. It's about letting go of expectations. It's about letting go of the pressure we feel in weight loss. It's about letting go of all of those things. And it's really sad when I hear people who are going on to, they're saying, oh, I'm going to need to get gastric bypass surgery. Okay, so what's your goal? And they're almost embarrassed to tell me that their goal is lower than what they think it is. They're embarrassed to say it. They're afraid to say it. They're afraid to even acknowledge that they want to be at a healthy BMI rating. It blows me away that we are at this point where we truly don't believe it's possible. And even with I remember hearing somebody go on the surgery and they're like, yeah, my goal is to lose, like 100 pounds. But the person was 300 pounds overweight. Like, seriously. I was like, your goal is just to lose 100 pounds? So you want to be like 250 pounds instead of 350 pounds? That's your goal? And that's still in the overweight, obese range. Like, people have these goals, these, like, their long-term goal is to be 250 pounds. And I'm like, you want to be thinner than that. I know you do. But you're not going to until you acknowledge your desire for yourself. And the truth is we don't want to be obese. We don't want to be overweight at all. Like, we don't want to have to go to the doctor and fear what the doctor is going to say about our health. And we don't want to get type 2 diabetes. We don't want to get hypertension. We don't want to get, heart disease. But here we only have a weight loss goal to 250. You are still at a severely high risk of getting those illnesses, those weight-related illnesses, even if you only lose 100 pounds. I'm going to be honest, my weight loss journey is 100 pounds. I started at pretty much 240 pounds. My goal is to be at 140 pounds. That's 100 pounds. That's 100 pounds. That's a lot. And people have said, you have 100 pounds to lose. And I'm like, that's because people think that my weight loss goal is going to should only be 180 pounds. And that's what people do. They lowball their expectations for themselves instead of believing that they can get there. And when it comes to truly losing weight for good, here's the reality. 100 pounds, even for me, that's a long time. That's a lot of weight. That's a big journey, right? But even in that big journey that I had for myself, I don't focus on the 100 pounds. I know that I want to get to 140 pounds or maybe even less than that. However, I'm only focused on the next 5 pounds, maybe next 10 pounds. That's it. I just focus on 5 to 10 pounds at a time, because otherwise you get defeated. Wow, I lost 5 pounds. Okay, well, now I have 95 pounds to go. No, I didn't believe I'd get to 140 pounds. At first, I didn't. I believed that maybe I could get to 180 comfortably and not have to worry about gaining weight again. But I couldn't believe that I would get out of this struggle entirely at 140 pounds. But then I lost 5 pounds, and then I lost 5 more pounds. And then I maintained that weight, and then I lost more weight, and then I lost more weight. And then I was like, okay, now this is possible. I'm going to get to 140 pounds. And you know what was also oddly inspiring to help me believe that is, I went to this website. It's like this calculator, like this, I don't know, calorie calculator kind of website. And I put in what it would take for my BMR, my basal metabolic rate, at my goal weight. And it was like over 1,200 calories. So I put in 140 pounds, 5'9", and I put in my goal weight, 140 height, and then I put the basal metabolic rate, because I don't do the how active you are, because there's going to be some days I'm active and some days I'm not. So those days I'm active, I know my body's going to be hungrier, or it's going to be hungrier the next day, so it's fine. Anyway, so I did that, and it said I should be eating at around 1,200, 1,300 pounds or 1,300 calories a day to maintain that weight. And that was also the goal, was to maintain it. And when I looked at that and I saw my calorie, I was using my MyFitnessPal to use it for my bridge, because I have pretty much 3 meals a day, and I wrote down everything I eat, and I was doing it, and I was using it in a way that I really liked. And at the end, when I saw my calorie consumption, it was about 1,200 calories. It was like what I would normally be if I were supposed to maintain 140 pounds, and I didn't feel like I was restricting myself or anything. And I was like, wow, I am eating at my 140 pound self, but I'm just currently at a heavier weight. So every day I'm losing a little bit more, right? I'm losing a little bit more. That was me visually seeing myself lose weight and truly be losing weight. So it was amazing looking at that, because then I was like, oh, I am going to get to 140 pounds. When? I don't know. But it's going to happen. And when I saw those numbers and I saw my connection between myself and how I was eating to this, I was like, wow, I can get there. I'm already living my life as my 140-pound self. And that gave me so much more hope. I was like, shoot, let's just go start this business now. You know, it gave me this vision for myself that I know that I can get there. And, you know, that's what my hope is for my clients, that they know that me being their last weight loss coach ever, that they'll ever need, that even if it takes them a year, maybe 2 years, it depends on where you're at, how far you are from your journey, right? You know, you might have a 150, 200-pound weight loss goal, but you just know your journey. That's the distance of your journey. Your pounds is the distance of your journey. And I don't want you to feel this, I can't dream big. I want you to dream big. If you want success, you need to dream big. Okay? I mean, Columbus, look how much he conquered in his life because he dreamt big. He knew the earth wasn't flat. He knew he wasn't going to fall off of the world. And he kept going. And so did other adventurers, right? And I think we have to have that same kind of vision as the people back then did. Otherwise, how can we really be making true advancements if we can't feel that we can conquer and take care of ourselves? And I want to share with you one more reason why I don't think people believe that they can make it to their goal. And they're afraid of the maintenance that it will take to maintain that weight. They can be afraid, like, hey, I don't want my goal to be 140 pounds because I'm afraid that I'm going to have to work out ridiculous hours. I'm going to have to restrict my calories. I'm going to have to restrict my food choices or like ridiculously to maintain what a natural, normal body weight should be on the BMI scale even. Even though I don't really I want you to make your vision outside of the BMI scale. Like, the reality is it's within the BMI scale. Like, unless if you're wanting to be less than 100 pounds at the size of like 5'9", 5'10", like, okay, maybe you need to talk to a therapist about that. But we are afraid of the maintenance that it will take to be at this healthy weight. And again, it's still fear, but that's where if you're going to lose weight through a diet, you have to maintain it through the diet. But if you let go of the diet, you let go of the obsession, you let go of the counting, then when you find yourself at your goal, that's what the maintenance will be like. So if it took you really long workouts to lose weight, if it took you a low carb diet to lose weight, you're going to have to maintain that weight loss with those things. Unless if you learn something like mindful eating, which will then change it for you. And that's who I also am talking to here. I'm not just talking to people who need to lose weight, but I'm also talking to people who have lost weight and feel afraid that they can't maintain it. Because maintaining is about letting go of the diet. Even if you want to maintain that weight loss, let go of the diet. Let go of the diet and listen to your body, because your body wants to maintain that weight too. And I know you put so much work into getting to that body that you're at, and I want to help you get off of the mountain of climbing in the diet world, climbing the mountain of the diet, and start climbing the mountain which is your life. And maintain that weight. It's so possible. You can do that as well. Anyway, that's my video for you today. I hope that this is inspiring, that it encourages you to go after what you're wanting and aim for more than what you think and what you tell people you want, because I know you have a bigger dream for yourself, and it's okay. It's okay to dream big. It's okay to dream of your body to be significantly smaller, like in the normal body range, like in the normal BMI scale. Like, that's okay. It's okay to want that. It's okay to want to be thin. It's okay to want to have curves, but also be a size like 2 or 4, or even smaller than that. It's okay. It doesn't, and that's another thing. We think that like it's gonna make us anorexic if we're skinny, or we'll be questioned if we're anorexic if we're skinny. And that's not true. You will not, like, even if someone does want to question you, what does that have to do with you? You know what the truth is. You learn mindful eating. You learn how to meet your body's needs. And your body's needs are different than my needs. Your body's needs are different than my kids' needs. Your body's needs are different than the person who's accusing you of some extreme diet. But, and that's funny, is like people think that mindful eating, they can think that it's, you know, some extreme thing. No, it's just different. It's different than what they've been taught, because our diet world is concerned about, I don't know, they're just concerned about you losing weight through their plan and their plan only with their perspective, and there's no room, there's no wiggle room. There's no letting go of the obsession of food. It's like, let's make food more of an obsession than ever before through the diet world. It just doesn't make sense, but that's just how it is. And that is my heart, is I'm going against that grain. I'm going against those things. And so I'm also a Christian, and it's like mindful eating kind of reminds me of being a Christian. Jesus talks about going the wide and narrow road that, not wide and narrow, the wide road that leads to destruction, but the truth is found in the narrow road. I'm carving away in the way that's not popular, and I love that. I love that what I'm sharing with you is not popular, because but it's the truth. It's the truth, and it's simple. It's simply lived, and that's how we're supposed to live our life. Anyway, I hope this is good food for thought for you. Let me know, comment below, like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. And but definitely comment, because I really want to engage with you. I want to share. I want to hear your perspective in the comment section. So definitely engage and get connected. I'll talk to you later.